I think that the subconscious mind, call it the spirit if you will, knows exactly where you're meant to be, how you're meant to get there, and will draw to you all the information you need to enable that to happen. However, so saying, it really begins in childhood, because you have to be fortunate enough to have parents and teachers who encourage you to use your mind to grow in understanding of the world around you. And I don't know what the formula for that is other than just pot luck. So assuming you've got that, you've got an active, inspired mind, a curious mind that wants to make the associations between all the different realms of reality and see how it all fits in together, you have to ask your subconscious mind to guide you to all the information you're going to need to fulfill yourself in terms of reaching your potential in all respects, in terms of your influence, your activities and so on during this lifetime. And then you have to be willing to be sensitive to the urges in your belly that guide you from one thing to the next. Through your fascination, so really put in a nutshell, if you want to learn everything there possibly is to learn about everything you're going to need to know to be everything you can possibly be and have everything you can possibly have, you have to just follow your fascination. Follow your fascination, follow what fascinates you. Wherever it fascinates you, go there. Explore it. You can always turn back and go somewhere else, and probably will many times. Follow your fascination. Your fascination will lead you to know everything you need to know. And remember that underneath it all, you already know everything there is to know. Your subconscious mind already knows absolutely everything that ever was, is, and will be in the entire universe. Truly. And if you rely on your subconscious mind to bring you the information, whether from within or through learning without, it will do so. It will do so. It's all down to making the choice. Simple as that. What is reincarnation, you ask, and does it happen? Well, reincarnation means that your soul, the essence, the individuated essence that is you at the deepest level, doesn't dissipate at the point of dropping your body. So when you die physically, your consciousness, or that deepest level of consciousness, which was all the time connected to all consciousness, the level of the mind that we call subconscious, isn't dissipated. It continues. I mean, it is everywhere. It always was and always will be anyway, so why wouldn't it be when you drop your body? It's just that you don't have the brain equipment to filter the information down to a sizable enough chunk to identify with as being your mind. Suddenly you're in universal mind state. At some point, hanging out in eternity, in pure consciousness, probably pretty much straight away, you get bored, because you can't sit like that there forever unless you're really prepared for it. And you start thinking about something, you're drawn somewhere, and bang, you take form again. And you're in another lifetime, and it might have been before this lifetime, or it might have been after this lifetime, it might be in a different universe, in a different dimension. No one can know. Probably it will be here on the planet, just because that's what you're attracted to. And reincarnation simply means the soul going from one lifetime to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Ideally growing in splendour every lifetime, learning its lessons, becoming more purified, more refined, until eventually it's so free of the urge to be distracted by externals that it manages to stay in the eternal state and doesn't have to reincarnate anymore. At which point you can say it's made its homeward journey to God or the divine, whatever you want to call it. The deeper levels of mind do remember what happened in past lifetimes. That's how hypnotherapeutic regression works. Or the Druze Arabs in the Middle East, in Israel, have a tradition of reincarnating consciously back into the village they were in when they were in their last lifetime, and proving it. The young kids taking the old guys who were their friends in their past life to all their favourite spots from the last life and proving it. Does it happen? Yeah, it happens, and but it's a personal thing. I think that for me, I've had memories of past lives, so for me it feels real. But at the same time, so what? Because I mean, I was alive 10 years ago, walking down the street and had such and such an experience. That was 10 years ago. It's not where I am now. Where I am now is what counts. So whether it exists or it doesn't exist shouldn't become a crucial point. It's a lovely model to entertain, and it feels like it's true. And there is enough proof to say that it is. And beyond that, I can't really comment. You want to know about angels. What is an angel and does it exist? I think an angel is essentially a metaphor because ultimately there is only one entity. There is one being, the Tao, the Great Spirit, the Great Mother, call it what you want. And this necessarily divides into two. It thinks, it has an idea, it has self-awareness, and suddenly there's it and there's the idea. Suddenly there are two, the yin, the yang. The interaction between the two creates the 10,000 things. This is the Taoist model. And then there is everything in countless